All right, folks, Jubilee is a new format. Can 100 strangers find who had the most sex? Oh yeah, let's go. So 100 people stand in a room and try to figure out who the most? By what, like smelling each other or something? Just smelling out the pheromones? Who's just oozing pheromones in here?
We brought 100 people together and it's their job to figure out which one of them has the highest body count.
Everybody has a number, but our sexual histories are not just about numbers. They're intertwined with our identity, self-esteem, and how we relate to each other. It's time to find the one.
The one who is preposterously out there fucking.
Ready to talk body count?
Are we ready to talk body count? Or what's up? That sounds pretty cool, Beans, doesn't it? Not to hate on her too hard, but I just like the way she said that was very like, yeah, let's do a thing.
So for the first round, please leave immediately if you think you have the lowest body count in the entire room.
3, 2, 1.
Later, virgins.
Now it's time to discuss, but you can only talk about how you lost your virginity.
Just letting them fend for themselves. This is interesting. This is very interesting. I feel like this is a hard type of video to pull off. How do you find 100 people that want to be in a video, you know, that isn't a Mr. Beast video? It's gotta be tough. Especially when it's like, all right, you're gonna come, you know, talk about your intimate details of your life publicly with these randos. Now these people get to stand in the back too? the virgins? Please stand in the back if you know that you are a virgin so that all these other people can just judge you for it.
I was 16, we both lost our virginity at the same time, and I thought energy drink was romantic, so
What's up, Jesse?
Jesse alert!
Let's go, Jesse. Good to see you, brother.
Poured in like wine glasses.
I was on vacation when I was 20. That's how I lost it, okay? I was 20.
I was 22
Who's talking? Oh, this guy. I was like, is this guy a ventriloquist? How is he doing this?
and I feel like I was
I was 22 and,
on the older end of like what is like societally thought. I was actually I guess a fairly late bloomer. When I started having sex, I was actually 22 years old, and it was towards the end of college, and I had my first kiss and had sex at the same time. I had one other partner
he had Minnesota.
between then and then being like 32 years old, so I went 10 years with just like 2 partners.
I was on a show choir trip in Disney World. We ended up sneaking back to like our like Disney themed motel room.
Okay, I already know that you're a freak. School choir trip to Disney and your mom's there? Said. Enough said.
I personally don't subscribe to the belief that your body count means much of anything about you, because I don't think that sex necessarily needs to mean a lot about you. I feel like it's like a Pythagorean, I don't know. I feel like body count is a small part of sex, and sex is a small part of who you are. So overall, for me personally.
What are they talking about? Like, how is actually sex had? Is it like this, or what's good? So I don't understand, like, they're talking about the first time they had sex, and they have to kind of decipher which of them has had sex the most from their story of their first time. I see, okay. I just figured it out. Just talked myself through it. That's amazing, the way that works. So yeah, the girl that had sex at Disneyland has probably had sex, I mean, I don't know why, but I agree with that one girl that was like, so you're probably a freak, because it seems like that, yeah.
Are you enjoying this new pilot on Jubilee? Let us know by subscribing to this channel. Now let's get back to the video.
Done. Boom. I wasn't not subscribed to Jubilee. That would be actually criminal. On my second channel, I'm subscribed, but this is for my main channel, so had to hit him with it. And you should actually subscribe to me right now, this channel, if you don't mind, and Jubilee too. Hit them both in one go. Boom, boom. Just do it. Hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Go for it.
Circle if you believe you have a lower than average body count. In 3, 2, 1.
The average US body count is 10.7 partners. 0.7? It's a short king, you know? That's what that counts as. That was from the Global Promiscuity promiscuity index, global promiscuity index, which is funny. How do they survey that? They just call people up and they're like, yo, what's your body count? Door to door. Hi, we're doing a study on body counts. What's your body count? Are you for the streets or what's up? Are you closer to sad virgin or for the streets? Which is it?
So for this next elimination, we need to eliminate people who believe they have average body counts. Now for this round, you can only talk about your preferences in bed or your kinks.
Sorry, I have no kinks, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I'm an ass man.
Okay, you're an ass man.
For sure.
Come on in. Arrow was just telling
He said, I have no kinks. Kinkless. I'm a straight line. No kinks.
us about his love for ass.
We include chains, whips, handcuffs.
People have brought up like pegging like a lot, but I can't tell if they're joking and if they're just trying to like.
I'm fairly vanilla myself.
This is chaotic jumping between kink conversations. You see what I did there? That was just off the fucking dome. Conversation and kink makes a kink conversation. Boom. Just popping back and forth. Whips, chains. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a fan of pegging. By the way, I didn't expect Jesse to bring up pegging because that's the second time we've seen him converse about pegging. I had to watch him do it in person.
I gotta
Also, I feel
say.
like the term vanilla is like shifting. Choking used to be like, but now it's just like.
Okay, guys, yeah, that's part of my vanilla.
Yeah, I remember the first time a guy like tried to choke me. He didn't like warn me ahead of time, and I was like, "What is happening right now?"
That would be horrifying if you never like seen it in porn and never had someone do it before and didn't know that that was a thing, and then someone just does that for the first time without saying anything, and you're like, oh, I guess this is I'm being murdered, I guess.
This could get real weird, guys.
I had a girl accidentally pee on me, and that was accidental.
I don't think kinkiness necessarily correlates 100% though. Because you can still have a high body count but not be the kinkiest person in the bedroom.
I don't believe in monogamy.
In Arkansas, it's the Bible Belt. You don't talk about that. Right.
So like, I'm a big advocate for like,
exactly.
It shouldn't be something to be ashamed of. I realized that.
This is like the weirdest conference ever. Honestly, these conversations remind me of a fucking conference. Like when you go and it's just like social hour and people are just talking, like walking around in different circles. So what do you do? Hi, so Cody, cool, and you work for Cody. Good. Self-employed then? Yep. What do you do? YouTuber. Cool, what are your favorite kinks?
So if you think you have an average body count, please leave in 3, 2, 1.
In terms of speaking about like my body count and body count as a whole, I'm probably still not really comfortable talking about it. But at the same time, I personally I'm not really intimate unless I'm in relationships. So I feel like there's a clear pattern. And you can just kind of look through the Instagram and see the relationships and you can do some basic math there and figure that out. So, right.
Oh, okay. So the Disney, that whole analogy was wrong. 4 people. So people are eliminating themselves, and then I'm still trying to figure out how this is working, but I am into it. I do like it. Like I said, it's just the weirdest conference ever. Here's my card, by the way. I'm into, spit and pee and sucking and pegging and fucking and stuff like that. So here's if I can help you out at all in any way, there's my card. Do not hesitate to reach out, okay?
And then there were fewer. What up, sluts?
So for this round, we have to
What's up, sluts?
narrow it down to 10 people. So 7 people have to leave. For this round, to get to know each other a little bit more, you can talk about your professions. Go ahead.
Okay.
What do you do for work?
Well, influencer and like social media stuff. You don't happen to know a chick that goes by Kazumi, do you?
Oh, I know who she is, but I don't know.
I'm a theater director.
I used to be in the military, now I do sales, so.
I used to be a software engineer.
No sex work, no sex work.
Jesse's still in there.
Because I think that's what we're trying to suss out.
Please only remain if you believe you.
That was like 2 seconds. That was 2 seconds of conversation. What do you guys do for work? Well, I am, and that's time. Eliminate yourself right now. Remove yourself.
You're in the top 10 highest body count in the entire room. Otherwise, leave in 3, 2, 1.
Jesse's staying strong.
I don't think body count determines if you feel good in your body, but I think personally for me, because of trauma, it definitely helped me kind of own myself. Because I am an exotic dancer, the words slut, hoe, whore, all get thrown at me all the time, and at first it worried me because I was worried about what other people think. But as I got older, I realized that labels don't matter because you don't really know what I've been through, you don't know me personally and the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing and how it makes me feel personally.
All right, now we're on our final 10 people. So everyone go around.
Yeah, that's fair. Totally reasonable.
And explain who they think the one is.
I don't know, I feel like it's a really hard
The one that really do be fucking.
thing to look at someone and just like assume how many people they may have slept with. And so I had a conversation with Carter earlier, and he told me that he was in the military, and in my experience, I know that the military men like to sleep around. Damn.
When I was 32, pandemic hit, and I was actually in a relationship at the time with a woman, but I came out as gay, and I just had kind of been bottled up for, my entire life, and just like felt repressed in so many different ways, one of which was sexually.
So that was in the span of the last 3 years.
That it was.
139 people in 3 years? Holy hell. I mean, I'm not judging again, but let's do some fucking math right now. Some fucking math. Some smash math. Smash math! Oh! That's fucking good! That's a new person per week, roughly. A new partner per week for 3 years straight. Never a week off. Also, I feel like when you get that high, you kind of lose count. So it's kind of crazy that he knows the exact number. But I mean, if it's only in 3 years, I guess it's easier to keep track. I mean, good for him for finding himself,
Avery.
Did I wear my sluttiest garb today?
Does anyone here know what a fet life is?
Ooh.
FetLife? What is that? The social network for the BDSM, fetish, and kinky. Like Facebook, but run by kinksters like you and me. Kinksters.
Is that like fetish?
Oh, I'm not explaining, but yeah.
Like,
I can explain it. So, me.
I think he answered the question for me.
222, sheesh.
First instinct, I would have said Jesse, but now that Frank was talking about...
What do we think Jesse's body count is? Over a hundo? How do people have time for this, That's what I don't... It's crazy.
That life, which I have no idea what that is. I would have to say it's Frank, probably.
I think it's Avery. You know why? Because your wig is long, so that tells me you must like it long, too.
Ugh, that was weird. Why is this so intense? Why is the lighting so... I feel like these people are kidnapped. This looks like a ransom video, does it not? What's your body count? Tell them!
Frank very confidently asserted that it was him, so it could be him.
You can see, even Jesse's nervous. Like, fucking... I don't know what a fet life is either, but this shit just got really fucking intense. This guy's hitting on this girl right here, talking about she likes it long. What? What's going on?
Statistically,
250. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm like several standard deviations above the mean for sure. But also, I was talking to Avery about her profession, and she was talking about her friend Kazumi, who like popped up on my TikTok feed, and she talks about how she does sex professionally, and like I think a lot of it. She's like very popular, and like maybe through like you guys might know each other from work or something like that. So Frank or Avery?
I would guess Frank or Laura. And honestly, I would put also no offense, but Miss Yvette, I want to put you in my top 3 because I feel.
Just because I'm older than everybody, you would have.
No, but you're also fun. I feel like I feel like you have fun.
I have fun.
Yeah, you seem fun.
You're in my top 3.
Yeah. You're in my top 3 as well.
Max! It seems like you guys all wanted to vote for Frank. Do we agree that Frank is the one?
Yes.
Is Frank the guy with the fet life?
Time to find out if Frank is the one.
Yeah, Frank's the fet life guy. That's crazy. We didn't really hear him say anything the entire time except for I have a fet life, which is a Facebook for BDSM, for kinksters. For kinksters. I'm a kinkster. It sounds like it sounds like something that someone would call their fan base. Some with kink in the name. Hi, I'm Jordan Kink, and if you're a kinkster, hit like. So what do we think? Someone that's on a social network specifically devised for kinksters to meet up and kink each other, to have kinky ass sex. I still don't even think you'd beat 250. Like, let's do some quick smash math here. For 15 years straight, that's a new partner every 21 days, 22 days. So that's every 3 weeks, another partner for 15 years straight, never missing a week. And I say that to say, like, it would never be like that. So there's probably a lot of like multiple different people in different weeks and stuff like that. So like that's what I would expect for someone that was on a social network strictly for doing this. I don't know how the fuck Jesse's pulling that off. The ultimate kinkster.
If the light is green, you are the one.
The one.
If the light is red, you're not the one. Good luck.
Thanks.
I love how matter of fact this girl is. Just zero bullshit. She walks in. This is the things that's happening. Good luck. What happens if they're wrong? Does he just like explode or something? Look at this audience of 99 people. You're standing on a little solo fucking stage. Why is this so intense? Like, are they heckling him now? What's going on? Boo! Why are they heckling him? Why is this so stressful? This is so apocalyptic. I hate it. And the music does not help. By the way, I don't hate it. I like it. I like it. I'm just saying it's right now, for this vibe, I feel uncomfortable for this man.
So Frank, you are actually not the one. How do you feel?
Indifferent.
Dude, if it's Jesse, if it's fucking Jesse, I'm gonna go apeshit.
You know, for people who are like really into the kink world, you know, looks can be very deceiving.
He turns around, it's like 8 people. That'd be so funny. Damn, see, this just proves that like nobody has any idea. Doesn't it? It truly proves that nobody has any idea what's a high number and like how high it goes and what's a low number. Like no one knows, which means it just doesn't mean anything, you know? Like it's crazy that Jesse's number is 4 times as high as that, and this guy thought that he was the highest.
Time to find out who the one really is. The one is Avery Jane. Please step forward. So what do you think this game taught us?
That you can't really like look in a room full of people and tell who's like the sluttiest or has the highest body count or make any assumptions about anyone's sexuality.
Okay.
Okay. I actually fucking love this host. I love this. Okay. She's like, I don't know, am I right? Or I asked you. Okay, well that's my answer. Okay.
Yeah.
So I absolutely knew coming into today that I was the one, unless one of my coworkers is gonna be here, and they weren't.
So Avery, would you be—
Oh, good, so she's a sex worker. Oh, I see, okay. So yeah, that makes sense. Someone that does this professionally 9 to 5, that makes sense.
comfortable sharing your body count?
So at this point, I don't actually know my exact body count. I stopped keeping track. It's like definitely over 1,000 for sure. Yeah, I am an adult performer and actress.
Okay.
So I get around a lot.
Thank you for sharing, and thank you guys for being here, and thanks for watching.
Over 1,000. That makes sense. Let's do some quick smash math. For 15 years, that's a new partner every 5.5 days. But, you know, if you're doing it every single day, or most days of the week, and that's not that crazy. Hate that they edited it out when Avery told us over 1,000, we dropped to the floor screaming. I mean, that's a lot of fucking people. That's just like a lot of people to see naked. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a wild ass format. I think my favorite part was the host. Definitely bring her back. Well, folks, that's it for that one. Shout out to Jesse. Thanks for watching. And just goes to show you. Just goes to show you. I'm just gonna end with that. Just goes to show you. I'll let you fill in the blank. All right, bye.